So Tamor deemed that we do poetry this week as our theme. So I picked out, sadly, 4 of my favorite poets because I was trying to pick 3 favorite poems, and you're not getting just 3. Sorry. I can't follow directions worth shit. Seriously, check out the 30-day challenge thing I'm doing. My first poem is by William Butler Yeats, and it is He Wishes for the Clocks of Heaven. And I'll explain why I like these in an actual blog post when you get the text. So He Wishes for the Clocks of Heaven, from the wind among the reeds. Had I the heavens embroidered cloths, enwrought with golden and silver light, the blue and the dim and the dark cloths of night and light and the half-light, I would spread the cloths under your feet, but I, being poor, have only my dreams. I have spread my dreams under your feet. Tread softly, because you tread on my dreams. Love that poem. Really, really love that poem, and I love William Butler Yeats. I love pretty much everything he's ever written. My second poem is from Pole Dancing to Gospel Hymns by Andrea Gibson. She's a spoken word artist. She's actually fairly recent. By recent, I mean I've met this woman. She's amazing. And let's see if I don't cry while reading this. It's for Eli, by Andrea Gibson from Pole Dancing to Gospel Hymns. Eli came back from Iraq and tattooed a teddy bear onto the inside of his wrist. Above that, a medic with an IV bag. Above that, an angel. But Eli says the teddy bear won't live. And I know I don't know, but I say I know. 'Cause Eli's only 24 and I've never seen eyes further away from childhood than his. Eyes old with a wisdom he knows I'd rather not have. Eli's mother traces a teddy bear onto the inside of my arm and says not all casualties come home in body bags. And I swear I'd spend the rest of my life writing nothing but the word light at the end of this tunnel. If I could find the fucking tunnel, I'd write nothing but white flags. Somebody pray for the soldiers. Somebody pray for what's lost. Somebody pray for the mailbox that holds the official letters to the mothers, fathers, sisters, and little brothers of Michael 19, Stephen 21, John 33. How ironic that their deaths sound like Bible verses. The hearse is parked in the halls of the high school, recruiting black, brown, and poor, while anti-war activists outside Walter Reed Army Hospital scream 100,000 slain. As an amputee on the 3rd floor breathes forget-me-nots onto a window pane. But how can we forget what we never knew? Our sky is so perfectly blue it's repulsive. Somebody tell me we're godless, because if God is truth, God doesn't live here. Our lives have seared the sun, too hot to live by. There are ghosts of kids who are still alive, toting M16s with trembling hands while we dream ourselves to stars on Survivor. Another missile sets fire to the face and the locket of a mother whose son needed money for college, and she swears she can feel his photograph burn. How many wars will it take us to learn that only the dead return? The rest remain forever caught between the worlds of shrapnel shotter's body of 3-year-old girl. To welcome to McDonald's, may I take your order? The mortar of sanity crumbling, stumbling back home to a home that will never be home again. Eli doesn't know if he can ever write a poem again. 1/3 of the homeless men in this country are veterans, and we have the nerve to support our troops with pretty yellow ribbons while giving nothing but dirty looks to their outstretched hands. Tell me what land of the free sets free its 18-year-old kids into greedy war zones, hones them like missiles, and returns their bones in the middle of the night so no one can see. Each death swept beneath the carpet and hidden like dirt, each life a promise we never kept. Jeff Lucy came back from Iraq and hung himself in his parents' basement with a garden hose. The night before he died, he spent 45 minutes on his father's lap, rocking like a baby, rocking like Daddy saved me. And don't think for a minute he too isn't collateral damage in the mansions of Washington. They are watching them burn and hoarding the water, which senators' sons are being sent out to slaughter, which presidents' daughters are licking ashes from their lips or dreaming up ropes to wrap around their necks in case they ever make it home alive. Our eyes are closed, America. There are souls in the boots of the soldiers, America. Fuck your yellow ribbon, America. You want to support our troops? Bring them home and hold them tight when they get here. That is clearly a very emotional poem. If you don't get it, you don't get it. Next poem by Percy, Bysshe, Shelley. It's in my English textbook. Yay, English textbooks. Yay, English major. It's Ozymandias. It was written in 1818, thus fulfilling another part of this challenge. Theme. I met a traveler from an antique land who said 2 vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them on the sand, half sunk a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that its sculptors well those passions read, which yet survived, stamped on those lifeless things, the hand that mocked them and the heart that fed. And on the pedestal these words appear: My name is Ozymandias, king of kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, in despair. Nothing beside remains. Round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away. I love Shelley. I love him more than I love his wife. Clearly I'm holding a copy of Shakespeare Sonnets. Actually, I have multiple copies. This is my favorite one. I'm going to read you my ties for third place with Ozymandias. And those are Sonnets 130, 138, and 141. I'm not going to read all of them. You're going to get 130 and you're going to get 141, and if I have time, I'll squeeze in 138. But Sonnet 130. My mistress' eyes are nothing like the sun. Coral is far more red than her lips red. If snow be white, why then her breasts are dun. If hairs be wires, black wires grow on her head. I have seen roses damask red and white, but no such roses see I in her cheeks, and in some perfume there is more delight than in the breath that from my mistress reeks. I love to hear her speak, yet while I know that music hath a far more pleasing sound, I grant I never saw a goddess go. My mistress when she walks treads on the ground, and yet by heaven I think my love is rare, as any she belied with false compare. Sonnet 130. Sonnet 141, and you recognize this because you've all seen this movie, I'm assuming. In faith, I do not love thee with mine eyes, for they in thee 1,000 errors note. But 'tis my heart that loves what they despise, who in despite of view is pleased to dote. Nor mine ears with thy tongue's tune delighted, nor tender feeling to base touches prone, nor taste nor smell desire to be invited to any sensual feast with thee alone. But my 5 wits nor my 5 senses can dissuade one foolish heart from serving thee, who leaves unswayed the likeness of a man, thy proud heart's slave and vassal wretch to be. Only my plague thus far I count my gain, that she that makes me sin awards me pain. I have time to read you the last one that tied for third place. Sonnet 138, which actually is one of my big influences in writing. When my love swears that she is made of truth, I do believe her though I know she lies, that she might think me some untutored youth, unlearned in the world's false subtleties, thus vainly thinking that she thinks me young, although she knows my days are past the best. Simply I credit her false speaking tongue, on both sides thus is simple truth suppressed. But wherefore says she is not unjust? And wherefore say not I that I am old? O love's best habit in seeming trust, and age in love loves not to have years told. Therefore I lie with her, and she with me, and in our faults by lies we flattered be. Shakespeare, ladies and gentlemen. Love him. That's it. Have a happy Friday. Have a great weekend. I don't want to see your asses on jail. Bye, 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 bye.